Hey guys, if you're looking for the best VPN, today I wanted to talk about several marketing scams or gimmicks you're just going to want to watch out for, especially if you're newer to VPNs. So the first one I wanted to talk about is lifetime VPN subscriptions. So you may have seen VPNs where they basically offer a lifetime subscription or lifetime membership to a VPN. And so it can seem really appealing. So here's some things to just keep in mind. That whenever you're looking at a VPN that's free or cheap in the case of a lifetime subscription, the VPN is typically collecting user data and selling it to third parties and advertisers. It's actually pretty popular and very lucrative for the VPN business to do this as a business model. And so it's just something to keep in mind with any of these, again, less expensive or even free VPNs. What the VPN do, or the VPN basically will then blast you with ads, or it'll redirect your browser to other third-party websites, which they then earn a commission on sales. And so it can be really frustrating because you're trying to go to one URL and then you get directed to another. So the lifetime claim is misleading, or some may even call it flat out lying, because they will simply cancel your lifetime subscription after a year or two. And there's actually examples of this. So the VPN is almost similar to, like in this example, like some sort of Ponzi scheme where it's always requiring an ever increasing number of new subscribers to keep themselves financially afloat until it eventually collapses. So just be really wary of anytime you see a VPN company offering you a lifetime subscription. Along these lines, the second one you want to watch out for is free VPNs. And so free VPN services, again, are being used as a tool to collect your data, resell it to third parties. A lot of people focus on the word free and then they ignore the dangers. So just like with Gmail, Facebook, and other free products and services, free VPNs are a way for companies to profit off your private data. So just be aware of that if you're want to choose a free VPN. The biggest thing to be careful of, even if they're taking your data and collecting it, is some of them will install malware and different things on your computer as well. And that's probably the part I find the biggest danger. Number 3 would be shady VPN apps. So, and what I mean by this is if you get a VPN with a bad app, a high percentage, like over 80%, will leak your real IP address, which is one of the reasons for getting a VPN. Over 80% will actually attempt to access your sensitive data. So this could be user accounts, text messages. Over 75% actually will utilize third-party tracking. 30 to 40% will contain malware. And so this could be Trojans, malvertising, riskware, spyware, and they'll possibly want to steal or damage your information. 18% or so may not even encrypt your data, and then around 15% will actually try to steal user bandwidth. So it's just, again, something you don't realize on the front end, but it's actually a practice that does go on. The fourth thing to be aware of is just flat out fake VPNs. And so these are VPNs that really provide no VPN service at all. This is a true scam where they're selling you a VPN service and then they're kind of taking your money and running. A recent example of this was MySafe VPN, but there are actually, unfortunately, other examples as well, and new ones do pop up from time to time. The fifth one is bogus VPN claims and features. So this is where a VPN is basically making a false claim. And this could be something like no logs, where a lot of VPNs will claim to not keep any logs. But if you look at their information and what they disclose in their different privacy policies, you'll see that they actually collect some information. And some of it actually could be information you wouldn't want them to collect about you. Another thing to be careful of is when you hear people say they're the fastest VPN. That oftentimes can be VPNs that really have mediocre speeds because their servers are actually overloaded with users. Sometimes you'll hear people talk about IP address leak protection features, and so a lot of VPNs will promote this, but they don't actually work. And so it's just like any other product in the marketplace. You know, you can even buy a car, and this can happen, where a car will have certain features and they just don't live up to the experience when you actually get it. The sixth one to be careful of is different reviews, testimonials, and comments. And so this is where sometimes you'll see a new VPN pop up and there'll be a lot of positive reviews about it. just something to be careful of, because the reviews might be paid. They might actually be the company hiring people to do the reviews. You just don't know. So it helps when you get reviews from either trusted sources or people who are reviewing VPNs on a constant basis and can really show you even speed tests and different things like that. So again, these are just some things to be aware of, to definitely watch out for. If you're looking for a good VPN though, there are two that I recommend, and then depending on your situation, one will probably be the better fit for you. And these are ExpressVPN and CyberGhost, and I'll include links to both of them in the description. And as always, I'll include any deals or discounts that I can get for you guys, so you feel free to take advantage of that to save as much money as possible. But how to know which one would be the best choice for you? If you just want to go with the best VPN overall, I'd recommend Express. So in all my speed tests, if you've seen those, you always see Express continues to come out on top. It also continues to be the best, as you've seen, if you've seen my tests, where I'm blocking different streaming media services. So that could be Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, Hulu, BBC iPlayer, hundreds of others. Their apps are award-winning, and as I've shown in other videos, they just from the simplicity, they actually are suited towards someone who's never used a VPN before. And I know what that's like. I remember as well when you're trying to figure out a VPN, and some of them are a little more technical in their interface, and it can be confusing. Again, if you've never used it and you're really not sure which things should be selected or not selected. Also, ExpressVPN has some of the best support in the industry. So they have live 24/7 chat support. So if you do have any questions, they're really great. You can ask the simplest question, they'll be happy to help, and they can actually answer more technical questions as well. They also do have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you do try them out and you're not happy, you can always get a refund, and they're great about that as well. They do allow for torrenting on all their servers, which is great. So, and there's no bandwidth limitations there, so they don't throttle you if you start using too much bandwidth, or if you're using your VPN service too much for file sharing or streaming. Again, which is why I love recommending them. So again, if you're just looking for the best overall, I would go with ExpressVPN. Now, CyberGhost would be the choice if you're looking for more of a budget-friendly option. So if you don't mind trading some speed, some performance, some features for some cost savings, then that's where CyberGhost would be a great option. Just like Express, it's very easy to use. It has excellent support. You can also use it for torrenting, unblocking streaming media services like Netflix and several others as well. So again, between these two VPNs, if you just want the best you can get, I'd go with Express. And if you want to go with the budget-friendly pick, and again, you don't mind trading some speed and performance for that, that's where CyberGhost would be a great choice. So again, I'll put links to both of these down in the description, along with any deals or discounts that may not be available on their website. So again, you guys can save as much money as possible, so feel free to take advantage of any of that if you like. But otherwise, if you guys have any questions, let me down in the comments below. If there's other VPN scams you've seen, I'd love to hear about that as well. Otherwise, again, appreciate your time and watching. Hope you guys stay safe out there, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.